Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about Unfortunate Love was the first episode of the series, and that was where Lakshmi's parents died on their way to Lakshmi's wedding venue, and Lakshmi's wedding was cancelled due to some misunderstanding. So let's continue. After Lakshmi's parents died on their way to Lakshmi's wedding, Lakshmi's to-be-in-law cancelled Lakshmi's wedding with their son after a misunderstanding. Lakshmi asked the neighbor to send back all the stuff brought from the marriage. Shalu asks that how can Lakshmi behave normally after everything that has happened. Lakshmi says, I have to be strong for mother and sister. Shalu says, you have seen your whole life with Varun. Lakshmi says Varun was not more than a friend. Rano says that it is not a big deal for the marriage to break. She says we will not stay here for a day. Grandma says destiny doesn't change with place. Rano says my husband's destiny changed in Mumbai. Grandma leaves Lakshmi's destiny in God's hand. Rano tells Lakshmi that she will change her destiny and says they will take her to Mumbai. Rano's husband asks Rano that what is she saying? Their house is very small in Mumbai. Rano says you should have thought about that when you promised your brother. Rano's husband says that he lied so that his brother can die peacefully. Rano asks her husband to fulfill his lies using Veer's wealth. Shalu and Bani talks to Lakshmi that there is something wrong between Rano and her husband. Lakshmi says I will talk to Rano. Rano asks her husband to open the locker and get everything, money, jewelry, and the property papers. Rano's husband asks Rano if they should steal. Rano asks if he would drive the bus and says their father's wealth will be of use now. Rano tells her husband that I broke Lakshmi's marriage with Varun to get her property and says that she will blackmail Lakshmi emotionally with her 2 tears. Lakshmi comes there and the juice falls from her tray, so Rano gets scared. Rano thinks that Lakshmi hears her confession and she will kick us out. Lakshmi says sorry and says I will bring another juice. Rano says you came just now and she asks her to come with her. Rano tells Lakshmi that people will say anything about you, that you are unlucky or you have bad destiny, but I will change your destiny. Lakshmi tells Rano that she doesn't want to leave this house. Rano thinks that she should act like a mother India and talk emotionally, asking Lakshmi to move ahead in life. Rano asks Lakshmi if she wants to hurt her parent. Lakshmi says no and she hugs her. Rano asks Lakshmi to stop crying and asks her to tell Bani and Shalu that they have to leave today. Rano and her husband comes to Guru Charan and asks him to give them the locker keys. Guru Charan asks that why do Rano and her husband want the locker keys. Rano says it is our right to get the keys. Guru Charan asks them to fulfill the responsibility and they should get Lakshmi married soon. Then he will give them the keys. He says I will take care of them. Rano tells Guru Charan that you have seen a good guy in the city and you will soon get the good news of Lakshmi's marriage. Guru Charan goes. Lakshmi takes her parents' photo frame and she cries. She meets Guru Charan and takes his blessings. Rano tells Lakshmi that it is enough of crying and she asks her to sit in the truck. They sit. Lakshmi thinks of her father. A lady sees Lakshmi and tells her that she will meet her destiny very soon. They sit in the train. Rano says that she got the house vacated in the village and nobody gets to know. Everyone get down from the train. Rano and her husband hire taxi for Lakshmi and her sister. Rano asks Lakshmi to sit in the auto with her sisters. Chacha gives Lakshmi money and gives her the house address. The auto driver asks if Lakshmi and her sister came to Mumbai for the first time. They says yes. Lakshmi and her sisters look out of the tricycle. The auto driver tells the goons that he is bringing 3 girls. He takes the auto to a different route. Chacha gets worried for Lakshmi and her sisters. Lakshmi sees the auto driver looking at them and she asks how much time it will take them to reach their destination. The auto driver says just few minutes. Chacha, Rano and Neha get down at their house. The auto driver gets a call. Lakshmi and her sisters hears him speaking. Bani says the auto driver is taking us to a wrong route. Lakshmi tells the auto driver the same thing. The auto driver asks them to sit quietly and let him drive. Rano and Neha started eating food. Chacha says you are eating and Lakshmi and her sisters have not reached home. He says he will go and check on them. Lakshmi tells her sisters that they should jump down from the auto. Lakshmi jumps off the auto and she falls down, while her sisters ask the auto driver to stop the auto. They get down and they come to Lakshmi. The auto driver also comes to Lakshmi and asks, "Why did you fall down?" Lakshmi says she fell down. She asks the auto driver to bring a cloth. The auto driver goes to his auto and calls the goons. Lakshmi tells her sisters that they should run in the auto. Bani asks who will ride the auto. Lakshmi says she will ride the auto. The auto driver comes to Lakshmi. Lakshmi pushes him and runs to the auto. Lakshmi rides off. The auto driver tries to stop Lakshmi, but she hits him. The auto driver, along with his goons, follows them on the bike. Lakshmi and her sister ask someone about the address. The guy says you have to go back. Lakshmi says we have to go, but for now we have to save ourselves. Lakshmi rides the auto and reaches a hotel. Lakshmi eats the side vase kept outside. They get down from the auto. The hotel owner called Rishi is seen. The watchman asks if Lakshmi is mad to break a costly stuff. Lakshmi and her sisters run inside the hotel. Rishi collides with Lakshmi and holds her hand. A dupatta falls on Rishi's face. A song plays in the background. Both Lakshmi and Rishi feels an electric spark and Rishi lifts Lakshmi's hand. The goons comes inside the hotel. The security catches them. Rishi turns to look at Lakshmi, but he doesn't see her face. Shalu and Bani ask Lakshmi to come fast and they hide inside Rishi's office. Rishi questions the security manager about how Lakshmi and her sisters entered the hotel and he fires him. Rishi's friend called Ayush tells Rishi that it was your instruction to keep the doors open and not to do check-in. The driver tells Rishi that the girls have taken his auto and they did not give him the auto rent. Rishi says you want your rent and says that the damage of his hotel is 5,000 rupees. Rishi asks the security men to take the auto driver to the police. The auto driver pleaded in front of Rishi to leave him. Rishi signals to his security guys to leave the auto driver and the driver leaves. Shalu and Bani sees Rishi's picture in his office and they tell Lakshmi that the woman at the train station said right because Lakshmi have collided with her destiny by colliding with Rishi earlier. Lakshmi says we are in problem and you are talking about this. Rishi comes to his office door and he asks them to come to the door silently, and secondly, this is his office, which they made a shelter home, else it will get their friends arrested. Lakshmi tells Rishi that the guys are not our friend and says that the auto driver was taking us somewhere else and she has jumped off from the auto. Rishi says I am not interested in your autobiography and says he needs his iPad and he has an important meeting lined up. Rishi asks Lakshmi to open his office and come out and stop messing up his office. Lakshmi says we did not do anything in your office, it is fine. Rishi asks Ayush about the police. Ayush says the police are on their way. Rishi says the international investors and the guests are having a meeting now. If they see all this, then what would they think about me? And Rishi asks Lakshmi to come out. Rishi keeps his hand on the door from outside. Lakshmi also keeps her hand on the door from inside. Lakshmi asks Rishi that if they come out of his office, then will he not let anything happen to them? And Rishi says yes. Lakshmi asks Rishi to promise her that he will protect her and her sisters. Rishi thinks that who in their right senses asks for promise from a stranger. Rishi, without any choice, promised Lakshmi that he will protect her once she come out. Alright guys, I'm sure by the time this series will start tomorrow being the 5th of November, I'm sure you guys are gonna love this series because it was very interesting right from the beginning and I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. And till tomorrow, thanks for watching this and I will see you guys in the next update. Thank you.